Hello everyone, good morning. Dear authors and invited guests, welcome to Technical Session 4B. Myself, Rohan Joshi, and this session will be moderated by me. On behalf of Global Research Foundation and GR Scholastics LLP, we welcome you to the fourth conference on Information Systems for Business Management, Bangkok, Thailand. The fourth edition of this conference is being organized in a hybrid mode. The physical event was yesterday held in Bangkok, and the virtual event is being held through Zoom, that is today and tomorrow. I hope you will enjoy the knowledgeable and interactive sessions throughout the day. In the first session, there will be 10 presentations. Each presenter will be given 10 minutes for the presentation and 2 minutes for the questions and answers. At the timestamp of 9 minutes, I shall raise a gentle reminder. There is another request to the participants that you all to stay connected till the closing remarks. If you have any query or any update, then you can write to me in the chat box. Just before we start the session, I would like to introduce you to the chairs for this particular session. Firstly, I would like to introduce Dr. Prince Kelvin Owusu, who is a lecturer at Ghana Communication Technology University, Accra, specializing in information systems, business informatics, and databases. His research focuses on the intersection of information technology and business services, contributing to advancements in science, digital transformation, and data management. With an H index of 2 and a co authorship of 8 publications, he actively engages in academic research, exploring innovative solutions in information systems and database management. So, may I please request you to kindly address the session and share a few words? Thank you.
All right. Good morning to everyone. All right. So my name is Prince Kelvin Osu, and I would like to welcome everybody to this section. And I'm very excited to have each of you here for this presentation. And I believe it's going to be a very powerful and a very nice presentation. And we are going to enjoy this section. And we believe that every paper that is going to be presented here is going to contribute greatly to this conference. So I'm excited to be one of the chair of this section, and I believe we are all going to be happy and enjoy this session nicely. Where I am is very far, and it's really late here. It's around 2:30 a.m., but I'm up to ensure that this section happens and it goes on smoothly. So thank you all for having me, and I believe we are going to be having a very nice time for this session. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. That was really insightful, and we are glad to have you here. Now, I would like to introduce Dr. Ajay Kumar Sharma, who is an associate professor and MTech coordinator in the Department of Computer Science Engineering at Gitanjali Institute of Technical Studies, Udaipur, Rajasthan. With over 18 years of technical experience, he has presented numerous papers in national and international journals, conferences, and symposiums. He has also served as a reviewer for more than 15 papers in IEEE and Scopus Index conferences and journals. Sir, I will request you to share your insights and welcome.
Hello, I'm audible? Hello,
Yes, sir, you're audible.
good morning, everyone. It's my great pleasure to welcome you all the sessions of the World Conference on Information System for Business Management ISBM 2025 being held in the vibrant city of Bangkok, Thailand. I'm truly honored to serve as your session chair for this important gathering of scholars, researchers, and professionals. At the outset, I would like to express my sincere thanks to the organizer of ISBM 2025 for giving me an opportunity And the special thanks to my friend Dr. Amit Joshi, sir, Director of Global Knowledge Research Foundation, for his consistent encouragement and support. I think this conference provides an excellent platform to explore the latest advancement in information system, digital business management, and emerging technologies that are shaping the future of organizations worldwide. I think we have an exciting lineup of presentations from distinguished researchers who will share their valuable insight, findings, and perspective. I encourage all the participants to actively engage and exchange ideas with others from around the globe. So, very all the best to all the participants. So, let's we start with our sessions. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Now we can start with the papers. At first, I would like to invite Nguyen Xuan to present her paper on a dual branch deep MF framework enhanced by NLP for intelligent tutoring systems. You can start.
Ma'am, you can share your screen. Hello. Ma'am, your screen is, your presentation is not visible. Hello. Ma'am, you are not audible as
Yeah.
well. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am, you are audible. You can please continue with the presentation.
Oh, I'm connecting, but I can't share my presentation to all of you.
You have already shared your screen. Just go to your PPT slides.
I can share to the chat room. Is it okay?
I'm sorry. Ma'am, if you are having trouble with the presentation, you can share your PPT in the chat. We'll present from our end.
Yeah. Wait, wait me some minutes. Thanks. Is this our presentation?
Yes, I have received the file. I'm just downloading, just a moment.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am, you can continue.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It's
Ma'am, I have shared your presentation. You can start.
we can start.
Yes,
Thanks. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Okay. Hello, everyone. Today, I'm very glad to share some of you our research. The topic is dual DMF, DFLF framework by NLP for intelligent tutoring system. So what's the study about? In this work, our goal to predict whether a learner will answer correct the first time. We call CF8, correct first attempt. This prediction can help improve personalized learning and make teaching more effective. ITS tracks how students interact with questions. On this side, we can see two figures. The top figure shows the ITS from flux diagram perspective, the system components and how they contest together. The bottom figure shows status in the workflow, which data is extracting from ITS. In slide 4, each time a student answer is creates one data point and become a row in datasets. Each row we can see a session, and a session can be short or long, clear, order or in order, anonymous or anonymous. In slide 5, to publish datasets, KDD curve and assessments, they have managed just feature in textual, numerical, and tabular format. For example, when solving a geometry exercise, the problem can be broken down into many steps. Each step is a response. When after solving this response by time, we have learning session. Slide 6. Where we get inspired from its e-commerce platform, they recommend products based on what user click. In the similar way, we treat student answer like click. There are a lot of recommendations model like to do that before. And how about the target? Predict if a student will get CFA right or not next time. Slide 8. To sum up what we need to do is find a sustainable approach that can learn from study historical data. Our main contributors is dual French framework that integrates degrees, learning feature, and textual semantics while addressing class imbalance. Overall, the model achieved notable RMSE improvement into published datasets. In slide 10, there are many technical approaches for tracing knowledge in ITS, and we can divide two groups. The first group, that many previous studies have used classical and sequence-based approach to predict learning outcome. These methods achieve good results, especially when working with static data. However, they mostly focus on fish information and don't really just how students learn outcome. And slide 12, another group use contextual and NLP-based approach. This model have shown very strong performance and some gaps we can answer. How about long-term learning behavior, individual student, and computational cost? Our work proposed another other proposed using tabular and contextual embedding. Slide 13. We predict CFA from student log onto datasets after reprocessing into discrete feature and structured sentences. We structure sentences format as like student as answer the question quiz in exercise belong to groups to cues and how many times they answer. After analyzing the problem and reviewing some related work, we designed a model called Dual PSP predicting for student performance with two friends. First friend is DFMF, learns local feature, and the other branch learns the sequence of context over time. The model takes a binary prediction. 1 means right and 0 means wrong. How about algorithm? They run 5 stages, such as input, encoding, fusion, optimization, and evaluation. And 16 slide. Data are processed, split 70% for training and 30% for testing. To validate the proposed model, we use some baselines as MF-LATM, Harris CNN-LATM, and the matrix is RLSE. Most of datasets contain large-scale interaction logs in slide 17. The figure on the left shows how to group and divide data. They are sorted by user and times. For every user, we select 70% of their data and group all of them to make a big 70% change for training. And we do the same thing to make the testing set. On the right up slide, we can see 2 tables. The top table shows the details of each dataset, such as exercise skill learner, interaction density, class imbalance ratio. And the bottom table shows hyperparameter configuration of our model in slide 18. And how about the model performance? Our proposed model outperforms on baseline and achieve 0.167% improvement on KDD curve and on assessment. And 19 slide. We also compare with our previous experiments like LSTM in the same datasets, and our RMSE still show improvement and effects on modeling session-based and sequential learning behavior. Slide 20. Let's take a closer look at the result. Our example model is effective, use diverse baseline and datasets. However, still limited and challenges by cross-domain setting, changing times, and strong class imbalance. In future, we would like to combine contrast skill learning or reduce computational cost or improve generalization. To summarize, a proposed model combines destroys time sequence and contextual feature, perform session-based prediction, achieve the good performance into datasets, and have bridged the gap between teaching and learning in ITS. And there are some references of our model, and thanks for your attention. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I would now like to ask our session chairs if they have any questions.
Hello.
Yeah.
My first question is that why is personalization essential in ITS? Can you describe real world case where it fails?
Sorry. Do you want to mention what's the slide?
No. My question is that I think the question is that why is personalization essential in ITS? I think you know ITS, intelligent tutoring system? I think you know.
Yeah.
Can you describe me the real world cases where it failed?
Describe the data in ITS.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can see slides, the number slide of 3. Yeah. Um, in our study, we don't describe all of ITS. We can use data achieved by KDD cup or assessment retrieved before, and we use data from them, and we um, we can say is modeling the structure of data sets from slide 4, and its roles in data sets like answer and question of student for a question, and stop, and we see is a session. When a student answer many questions, we call it is a different session. And when we shop every student over time, by time, by user and by time, and we see it in many sessions of a student, and we split every student to two parts, 70%, and we read it. The next answer in the testing set is right or not.
My second question is that what matrices you use in your research work? What matrices? Hello.
Yeah.
What matrices you use?
Um,
You know matrices?
Sorry, maybe I can say the keywords, but
I think that you can you already explained. You know RSME?
you you can give the answer, the question in classroom.
Yes,
Thanks.
yes.
Yes.
Uh, one more question is that what are the main limitation of your current framework?
Yeah.
What
Oh,
is it?
limitation. Yeah. In our framework, uh, uh, don't experiments across domains. When we use KDD cut, and we cut two parts, and we use assessment, we cut two parts, but I don't testing. When we use KDD cut and we use the test of assessment, I don't do that, and we call it cross domain, and that's either the limits of our study.
Mm, I think my last question is that what planning do you use to protect student data privacy? What planning do you use to protect student data privacy? This is the last question.
Do you?
Clear my question?
You sorry, you can try the question in the classroom.
I think how you protect data privacy,
Privacy,
student data privacy.
protect privacy.
Yeah,
So,
because you are working on the student data privacy, na?
um, I don't use any feature about privacy. I don't use any such as name or um, birthday. I don't use any feature about a person. I use only exercise, ID, student, sometimes about learning exercise or question, skill or start time, but don't use privacy related to privacy of each person, of each student.
Okay, thank you from my side. Okay,
Yes,
thank you.
thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. Now I would like to ask for next presenter, Hari Prasad Rai M, who is going to present his paper on an overview of India's policy measures from gender perspective during and after the COVID-19 pandemic. Hello, sir, are you present? I would like to confirm if Mr. Hari Prasad is present at the moment.
I believe he is not present in the participant list, so we can move on with the next presentation.
Okay. So for our next presenter, I would like now to invite MD Mahbub Alam, who has his paper on customer behavior, adoption and retention in software markets, and AI-based analysis for strategic growth of software business.
Uh, uh, Hello. Give me some times. Can I start the next after someone because I'm not preparing my slides yet.
Okay, no problem.
Okay. Thank you.
Then moving ahead, I would like to invite S. Raja Prakash sir, who has his paper on cybersecurity for mobile applications using artificial intelligence. Hello, sir. Can you present? Hello, sir. I would like to confirm your presence.
We can move forward with the next presentation.
Okay. So now the next presenter is Gaurav Kambre, who has his paper on impact of quality, accessibility, and affordability on patient satisfaction in healthcare services.
Yes, sir. Good morning. Am I audible?
Yes, audible
Yes,
you.
you're.
Is my screen visible?
Yes,
Yes,
it is
it's
visible.
visible.
Good morning, everyone. I am Master Gaurav Kamble, and today I will be presenting my research on
Um,
impact
I'm
of
sorry, sir.
quality.
I'm sorry, sir. Before we start, can you just put your presentation in a slideshow mode?
Like this.
In the presentation mode. Uh, in a full
Actually, it is
screen mode
already
or
in slides.
okay, but
Are my slides visible?
yes, slides are visible, but it's just not in the presentation mode. It's just in the preview mode. That's why.
The slides will be visible like this.
Okay, then begin.
So you are visible with my content, no? Whatever it is written.
Yes.
Okay. So good morning, everyone. I Gaurav Kamble, and today I will be presenting my research on impact of quality, accessibility, and affordability on patient satisfaction in healthcare services. Let me begin with a quick overview. The study looked at how these three factors, quality of care, accessibility of services, and affordability, influence patient satisfaction. I surveyed over 206 patients across both public and private healthcare facilities in Varda city. So what I found is that quality of care was the strongest driver of satisfaction. Accessibility also mattered, but it hampered in waiting times of the patient. And affordability also influenced certain groups, particularly younger and low income patients. Patient satisfaction today is more than just a buzzword, as it is a key performance indicator for healthcare system. It reflects not only medical outcomes, but also patient feel about communication, comfort, access, and affordability. With healthcare becoming more patient centric, it is important to understand that how these three factors together shape the overall experience of the patients. As previously, most of the studies examined these factors individually, but this study looked at their combined effect. So this tends to be a gap between the research. The objectives of the study were fourfold.
Excuse me, sir. I'm so sorry to disturb you, but your slides are stuck. It's not changing.
Slides are not
So
changing,
should
sir.
I run in this mode?
Yes.
Yeah,
Is it fine, no?
yeah.
Okay. The objectives of the studies were fourfold. Firstly, to analyze the relationship between healthcare quality and satisfaction, to examine between the provision of care like professionalism, communication, how it affects the satisfaction, to assess the role of affordability, and finally, how these three correlate and influence overall satisfaction. Existing studies tell us few things. Firstly, quality of care, in which things including like clinical competence, professionalism, effective communication, how it consistently improves satisfaction. Secondly, accessibility, the things including like location, availability, and the waiting time, which plays a crucial role. And thirdly, the affordability factor, which is majorly overviewed by the uh, patients or the relatives. So, how patient feel more satisfied when healthcare is cost effective and transparent. So, the scope of this study focuses on majorly in the Varda city, covering both public and private facilities. I collected data from 206 patients of different age, gender, and economic background. Naturally, there are limitations as it was restricted to only one city, relying on totally self-reported survey data, which can be biased and primarily quantitative without deeper interviews. As this study proposes two hypotheses, is there significant association between these three factors or not? So I used a structured questionnaire with Likert scale responses and analyzed the data with SPSS, which is a statistical package for social science. Demographics showed more respondents were young adults, ranging between 18 to 30 years, and there was nearly an equal split between male and female participants. In terms of facilities, uh, public facil- public hospitals were used slightly more than private hospital, nursing home, PHCs, etc. The key observation includes like quality of care was rated good to excellent by majority. Accessibility scored well overall, but the waiting time stood as a pain point. And for affordability, while most patients found services acceptable, some groups, especially younger groups, reported financial difficulty. Service quality was the strongest influence. Professionalism of staff, cleanliness of facilities made a big difference. Accessibility was generally good, but long waiting times, especially in government hospital, reduced satisfaction. Affordability was acceptable for many, but younger groups felt more financial pressure. Most payments were still made of out of pocket, which represent a cash option, showing a gap in insurance coverage. So, what do we conclude is that overall, quality of care has the greatest impact on satisfaction. Accessibility is also important, but by managing waiting times, affordability also matters, but not more than quality and accessibility. Together, these three factors shape overall patient experience and provide valuable insights for healthcare policy and management. These are the few suggestions concluding by the study, like the waiting time should be reduced and better scheduling and for process improvements. Hospital or the organization should invest in staff trainings and development to enhance professionalism and communication. The highest standard should be maintained of cleanliness and comfort, and the cost reduction strategies and transparent pricing should be practiced to gain the patient trust, as many hospitals and organizations tend fails to explain the uh, hidden cost which are included in the final bills. These are the some of the references. Thank you, sir.
Mr. Gaurav.
So
Mr.
can I stop
Gaurav?
sharing this screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mr. Gaurav, hear me?
Yes, sir.
Your topic is good, but my question is that why is
Yes.
patient satisfaction important for healthcare provider and policymakers?
So why patient satisfaction is important?
Huh.
Sir, usually, for some instance, if we don't find as a hospital as a social service, we can take it as a business providing services. So as every business is focused on earning profits and providing the best services in the market. So, as the hospital provides the healthcare services towards the patient, if the customer is at last not satisfied, or he will overlook for the services from another organization or another hospitals, So it at last it will result in the failure of providing the services by our hospital. So each organization or hospital focuses on providing the best healthcare services, best financial backed services towards the patient to retain or gain the trust of the patient, which results in satisfaction.
I think you have a sample size of 206, I think. You know, no?
Yes,
I think,
yes,
yes.
yes.
So, how did you ensure that sample size was adequate for your analysis or not?
No, sir. Actually, it was simultaneously done with our final MBA exams. So during the preparation of research, so I took the sample size more than 500, but due to the less time, actually it was collected within 8 to 10 days. So I thought a 206 sample size would be enough to as our city is also small, and I had gained the outcomes or the responses from the well-known and reputed hospital of our city. So the 206 responses were collected from the same organization, not from overall city. So based on that hospital, I had concluded my study.
Any idea about confounding variables
Uh, Sir, related to
related to age, insurance, or any chronic disease conditions?
no, sir, I haven't gone through it.
Okay. How your research help private versus public hospital differently?
Sir, the responses which were collected by me, so it majorly focuses on the uh, it was majorly collected from the private hospital only, as the hospital which I mentioned, AVBRH in Varda city. So it is a private hospital only, but some of the responses were also collected by uh, in our neighborhoods, where the old age people prefers the government hospital or the public hospital more. So the responses were biased between, and in some responses were collected also from the village side, where the PSCs are recommended more, and the nursing homes. So majorly the responses were for public hospital, and then less for private hospital, nursing homes, and PHCs.
My last question is that how you handle missing data or incomplete data?
Of patients
Yes,
within hospital or collected by me, means which data are you speaking?
uh, collected by you. Maybe they are missing or maybe incomplete data. How you handle this?
uh, the data which was collected by me regarding the patients, that only you are speaking.
Yeah,
So
maybe
actually,
incomplete,
most of the yes.
incomplete. No?
As these data was collected via a questionnaire, so mostly the responses when were filled, I was with them. So the mostly the data was completed only. But some of the illiterate or the patient from village side, they usually tends to skip the questions, so that represents the incomplete data. So uh, I told him to the data which represents as incomplete to complete them. Or if you are asking about the hospital's data management, so that also I can prescribe that, as I did the internship in hospital.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right. So I just want to have one question. How did you ensure data security since you are gathering data from hospital, you are using hospital, and it's some of the information or the data will be deal with patients' records and stuff. How do you ensure data security?
From my side,
Yes, yes.
so firstly, as I have collected the data in a one-to-one process, like I directly meet to the patient or the relatives which were admitted in the hospital, or in my neighborhood, the in previous years or in some time in their life they have been admitted to the hospital or any nursing homes they have visited. So I have just collected the responses and in offline manner by distributing the papers. So in short, the papers will be with me only, not shared to the anyone, as I am the primary author of this research. And some of the data was collected with the medical record team also, which is a authorized department in within a hospital, which manages the confidentiality and the authorized department within the hospital. So medical records were the electronic, which are known as EMR, electronic medical records. So these data were also shared by the MRD team only, medical record team. So it was also a one-to-one process. I sat with them. They shared the completed data according for my research. So that's the security for the responses or the data which were shared by the patients too.
All right, thank you.
I would now like to ask MD Mahmood Alam so if he is ready with his presentation. Hello, sir.
Yes, I am audible. Let me check with my internet. Just 1 minute.
No issues, sir.
So am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
So can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's fine. So let me start. Okay. Thank you to give the opportunity to present my research. Let me start with a case study and the scenario. So I am a software sales manager for a company in Bangladesh, and for the recent years, I am facing just a problem that the customer will onboard to our product, and after some times or few months, they will go away, and I do not identify why the reason, what is the reason, and why they go out. So from that perspective, I think maybe this is not my country problem; it's maybe the whole industry problem. That's why I want to start and think that I have to start a research with the customer behavior and adoption and retention in software market in different way, not the traditional way. And that is the AI based analysis for strategic growth of software business. So from that perspective, I'm starting my research and this is my title. The paper ID is 276, and which is published and accepted in the ISBM 2025. I'm not only the one person for this research. I'm the main contributor, but I have Sabina Sultana Prithul and Sajjad Hossain with me as a team work. So let us introduce the introduction. So as I already told the context, the industry in Bangladesh and the global industry. So the problem statement is very, very simple. Traditional method provide limited insight into customer data, often applying adoption in churn in isolation. I mean, this is basically introduced in separate way. But from this weakness, I can provide AI-driven approach to improve customers' lifecycle management here. So my contribution is to customer adoption, retention, behavior, and churn prediction. As we research with the 40 articles regarding these issues, we find that there's a different gaps in this existing research. Especially as I already told that there is a traditional methods are applied for finding out this problem. Segmentation is usually based on limited attributes like geographic and demographic. Lack of deep behavior insights in the software industry context. Basically, maybe there is some different industry, but in the software industry, it is very low. So that's why I'm finding this gap, and I will work on this gap. So our contribution should be the clustering for behavioral segmentation, classification model to forecast churn, and we also offer a holistic data-driven view customers lifecycle for software business. So come to the next methods. We design the research in a quantitative and data-driven using real data world set, which is from Kaggle. And techniques are used for unsupervised learning and supervised learning both. And for this research, we find out 4 questions. Number 1, what factors drive software adoption? Number 2, how can AI-based segmentation reveal user pattern? And number 3, what are the predictions for churn? And finally, how accurate our AI model is forecasting churn. So this is the flowchart for my methods. First of all, we collect the data and data pre-processing, clean and transfer from data, encode categorical variables and normalize features. Then we'll get 2 separate segments like customer segmentation and churn prediction. After that, we will build a model evaluation, shield score, and confusion matrix. And finally, we'll find some results. Data collection, I already told that Kaggle software for data set we are using, and AI-based segmentation, I already told that segmentation, clustering, and churn prediction classifications. And finally, the result is very important for any kind of research. So if I want to ask my first research question, then definitely the customer adoption factors is coming here. Segmentation is there. So I already told that K means clustering, where I found that K equal to C score is equal to 0.62. We found customer outcome for customer segments are identified here, and the labels are customers cluster 0, cluster 1, and cluster 2 and 3. So here you see the insight is high churn, like low tenor and month-to-month contracts. Then if I go for the next RQ, then you see the AI-based churn prediction. There is a model-based logistic regression and random forest and XGBoost, especially the XGBoost is used here. Best model XGBoost, as we found, accuracy is 87.1%, where F1 is score equal to 0.82 and ROC AUC is 0.91. So here we can get the top predictor is that tenor, monthly charges, and contract type is very important here. But payment method is not that much effect or influenced here. In the third questions, we'll get the churn patterns by segmentation. Here, cluster 1 and cluster 0. High churn probability is average 0.61, and the low churn is, you see, the 0.08. So from here, we can see that combining segmentation plus churn scores reveal who churns and why for the customers. And finally, the model, how the model is effective. We will graphically try to understand these things. And you see the Tenor is very much top in this type, influence flowed by the contract type, monthly charges, and interest of the service. Tech support and interest of service also impact churn. This is the very important for this research. These insights guide studies for loyalty, contracting, and pricing. So overall discussion from the result is that our analysis for customer segmentation is you see the loyal long-term user who really churn, new low segment users with the highest churn, mid-term high charge users, and price sensitive short-term users are there. So for prediction, XGBoost was the most effective model, reaching 87% of accuracy. The most important factors were tenor, contact type, model charges, and other things is very little effect. So we can see by combining segmentation and prediction, we not only define who might churn, but also understand the reason behind this. So this is basically a summary of the discussion and result. Now we have, after the result, we will propose some suggestions to improve this one. So number one, target high risk segment early. Focus on short tenor, low emergencies. Engagement cluster 1 and 3 is very important there. Then implement dynamic pricing model. We have to price the model the price as like we have to change with the customers, like introduce tight price structure based on user behavior and value perceptions. You see the cluster 2, enhance value communication. So we try to use the evidences to identify users with low predictive value. So where users are always interactive, you see the which offers to improve satisfaction for customers. Number 4, we have to use AI ethically and responsibility. So ensure transparent and privacy compliant use of behavioral data, because sometimes the customer behavioral data may be mismatched. So ethically you have to deploy it. Continuous model improvement. As I earlier told that the customer behavior and behavior is always changing and dynamic. So we have to continuously improve this model regarding based on customers' behavior. So cross-sector implementation. Extended the proposal AI-based network to similar software, such as initially we are doing for the software product or maybe the SaaS platform and mobile app. We can also use it for freemium digital platforms or software. So in conclusion, I'll conclude with the research that we will find some key points that for customer segmentation, the key minutes and tied out. XGBoost uncomfort for other models with churn prediction. Key drivers is tenor, contact type, and master charge. Behavioral data more valuable, and demographics is very much important. We also have some limitations for this research, and this limitations is something like that we are using online data from the Kaggle. Single domain data set is limited generally by B2B and female models. Behavioral features may not transfer to well across platform. Strategy data missed real-time behavior changes. Ethical and data governance issues are needed because we are not using data security or governance here. So we also have the future plan for this research, especially to improve for all sectors of freemium and SaaS platforms, and especially for global market. And we have to use A/B testing for the feedback of for the validation of this research. So summary, I will close with the overall our work, bridging the gaps, technical modeling, business strategy, and helping software companies go up the keeping customer up to date and how they can understand what actually the behavior of the customers and how they can get and come to the lead of the onboarding for the customers. So thank you very much to keep with me. So have you any questions regarding this research?
Muhammad Alam,
Yes.
you hear me? Topic is good. My question is that what are the main behavioral driver that affect software adoptions?
Okay.
I am talking about the how to it is easy to use, trustworthy or network effect, no? I think.
Yeah, I got your point.
Yeah.
Okay, as I'm a practitioner in this field for the last 10 years, and as a software manager, I see a software sales manager, I see that the customers especially in our country and overall from the Africa and East Asia, they are basically on board to our SaaS model, after sometimes, for example, 1 week, 2 weeks, they will leave the software or something like that. And that's the reason that the main problem is that I identified that the customers are confused, actually, the feature, advantage, and benefit. Actually, what kind of features and advantage benefit they can get from our software. So that's the reason, and they cannot understand because all these people are not that much educated or technically sound. So they're thinking that software can manage all these things, and all my problem will be solved with the software. But whenever they enter and log into the software, they cannot understand how this is operated or how this can get the report. So that's why the manual process is not working for the last 10 to 20 years in especially my country. That's why I'm telling that this is the main problem, that lack of technical knowledge and the advantage of the feature and advantage of the benefit for the customers. And sometimes we are the vendors, the software company cannot understand the customer's pain point, what actually they want. Maybe they are wanting something, but we are giving some different things. That's why they are frustrated and leave the software.
How did you perform data pre-processing?
Yeah, I already told that things in my slides, that we get the general data from.
How you clean, how you find the missing data.
Yeah, we are using the Kaggle as you see for
what is the
clean
size
data.
of it? What is data size? Data size ka size kya hai? What is it?
It's almost as I see the data, that is almost thousands of people, especially for telecom and IT industry.
Okay. And how you ensure data privacy and ethic while you are analyzing?
I already told that things in the last slide, that this is our limitations, that as I take it from the Kaggle on data set, so it's not the real, maybe it's something different. So if we can do it for real-time data, for example, the 10 industry data real-time and survey to the company, then that will be very much effective for me. So do you get my point?
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Kumar Sharma, for your nice point. I will add it in for my next research in these topics. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So, if anyone asks any questions regarding this my research, anyone?
No,
I think it's okay. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, I can then close the session.
Thank you. Now I would like to ask Jay Prakash Thakur for his presentation on paper Minimalistic Human Oversight for Trustworthy Multi-Agent Systems.
Sure. I see my screen. Can you all see it?
Yes, it is visible.
Okay. Can you see this? Right?
it's loading.
It's loading.
Okay, so something is problem because when I open in the slide, so it says that your sharing a screen is paused. Okay.
Yes, because the presentation screen just changes when you present it. So that's why maybe. So once you present it, share that screen.
Okay. Now, unfortunately, I'm not able to stop share because my cursor is not working. Okay. Let me resave. Right. Just let's so, and then can you see the PPT in full mode?
Not.
It's blurred out.
Now, no, let's pause again.
Click on the present view. Yeah.
Yeah. After this, it seems like there's maybe some issue with the Zoom and the Google screen, because it says that your screen setting is paused. And if I go back, it comes like a blur.
If the content is visible, then you can present in normal mode without the presentation mode. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so the content is visible, right, from here?
Yes, yes,
Absolutely.
yes. You can continue.
Okay, sure. First of all, thank you so much for giving me opportunity to present my work. This is a vision paper. It's a kind of position paper, vision that we want to present. And it's about that how we can, what should be the minimalist human oversight for a trustworthy multi-agent system. And so it's kind of, we want to balance it out, the autonomy of the efficiency, while maintaining the critical safety guarantees through the human, strategic human intervention point. So what happens? So the problem statement, if we see, so let's say imagine that, okay, when we have the kind of multi-agent system, like it's continuously advancing, the autonomy and the complexity, it gets increased, right? And when it happens, it automatically introduces some of the significant, the operational challenge, like scalability, the safety risk, and some unpredictable emergent behavior. And the traditional human oversight approaches are often insufficient or the inefficient. That highlights a critical need for a new paradigm that ensures our system integrity and efficiency through our targeted and minimalist human intervention. So in the current research or the today academia world, current human oversights models either the overburden human operators that leads to the bottlenecks and the errors, or fail to inadequately address the complete emergent risk posed by the increasing autonomous multi-agent system. That is a critical research gap in currently we have in our methodology that enables precise, efficient, and minimalist human intervention to maintain safety and steer a complex system without impeding the autonomy. So let's see this with a kind of a formal problem definition. If we see, let's imagine that when we have so many multi-agent system, right, multi-agents, like the agent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and n number of agents we have, and those are operating in an environment E, and we need to seek an oversight function, right, that can optimize the balance between the autonomy and the safety through our strategic human intervention point. So what we present that, okay, we need minimal human intervention that can reduce our oversight frequency while maintaining the system performance and the safety guarantees. Then we want to address some safety concerns that can maintain safety valence probability below the acceptable threshold in some of the critical operations. And then we will like to measure that, okay, the mission is success or the failure, that we call it like we want to ensure the mission completion rate meet or exceeds the operational requirement. In this process, so there are three important challenges. One is the scalability, next one is safety, and the emergent behavior. In the scalability, if we think the traditional human in the loop, the HITL approach, actually it creates the operational bottlenecks when we have thousands of agents that limits our the system growth and the efficiency, right? And when it does, it also kind of faces some of the catastrophic failure, and it risks the safety critical domains like the transportation, healthcare, finance. It does that. And during all this process, there are some of the emergent behaviors that produces the unpredictable collective behaviors, including the covert collusion and cascading the failures. So what we do that we present a 3-layer architecture. In this 3-layer architecture, we present that, okay, when we have kind of agent layer, the oversight layer, and when do we need the human interface layer. So the agent layer, when we have the kind of n number of agents, and there are different agent clusters. So let's say that one cluster is working on the collaborative task, the local, the coordination, the second agent which is working on the distributed processing and the inter-agent communication. Then we have another agent which is kind of working on the building the consensus and kind of some uncertainty qualifications. Likewise, there can be n number of agents. So the agents passes that layer to the oversight layer. So this is what we are putting it here in between. That will trigger some of the evaluation engine. Then it will process or it will kind of synthesize the information, and that's where we can monitor and do some analytics. So in the triggering point, we can consider like the risk, uncertainty, novelty, and the disagreement. Then the synthesis, the hierarchical presentation, the context awareness of the filtering, and the temporal aggregation. And finally, in the monitoring and the analysis, we go with the multi-agent behavior and the network level assessment we see. And then once we select here that, okay, we want to trigger the human interface layer or not, the trigger or the non-trigger layer, and that, we will be selective there, and we will be passing that to the human interface layer. So that human interface layer, it will, the situation, it will understand the situation, make some kind of a decision interface we can have, and then we can have some learning modules like the, RLHF, or can trigger some of the threshold for the performance optimization as well. So this is the 3-layer that we again continuing here, that the agent layer. This is a foundation multi-layer multi-agent system that will be executing the collaborative task between the autonomous operation capabilities. Then we will have the operation oversight layer that will be intelligently monitoring and evaluation of the when we require actually the intervention, that will be triggered through the continuous behavior analysis and the risk assessment. And then the final, we have the human interface layer that will present the distill all the information when at what point of time when intervention is required, using our explainable AI techniques for the optimal decision making. Okay. If we have to present that into the diagram, the flow diagram, we have some kind of agent actions. That agent action and the all agent must have some state that will assess the risk, see the if there is a risk, that will directly trigger the human intervention. If there are no risk, it will check the uncertainty. If there is no uncertainty, it will check the novelty. And if there are no novelty, it will go for the consensus building. And if the consensus building, the threshold is meeting, then it will go for the continuous operation, autonomous operation. And in all those things, if the answer is yes at a point of time, we will directly trigger the human intervention, where we will process the human intervention, and the human decision will be made from there. This framework, the success criteria that we are hoping for, or that we're looking for, that, okay, when we will be having the high precision, high recall, and the low cognitive load, and the scalability. This is for kind of scalability when we are deploying the thousands plus agents, how it will be behaving with the consistent performance. And at the same time, if it is more than 85% of success rate, precision if we are getting, and 95%, more than 95% recall, then we will say that, okay, this framework is succeeding. We have some taxonomy we provided that, okay, when we will be calling like a risk-based triggers, uncertainty-based triggers, novelty-based triggers, and disagreement-based triggers. Again, all this, we have a pseudo code provided in the paper. Please do read. Please do read it. When we will needing to trigger all these kind of events. we have provided. Like the risk base, it gets activated when decisions have high potentials or for the negative impact or the cascading failures across multiple agents. Similarly, for all, we have provided in our paper. And then to evaluate this.
So, but we would like to remind you the time limit and please finish your presentation in the next 2 minutes.
Okay, fine. Thank you. So we have some given some of the the mathematical formula also for when do we actually need to trigger the evaluation, and how the information flow happens and the optimization. So we have categorized into the four category, that hierarchical information, then the context aware, and then the temporal aggregation, and the predictive information staging area. That the optimization state flow we have provided. And then it comes like a decision handling, how it will be a decision will be handled. There will be some scenario where it will be approve, reject, and modify. Some technical innovations that with basically the use cases where we can use this: the autonomous transportation, financial trading, disaster response, or the smart grid management. We will do that. And then the performance trade-offs, we can consider that, okay, what is the intervention cost, what is the intervention benefit, and what are the scalability advantages that we are getting over the time. And then in the future challenges, if we see that, okay, defining minimal for each of the use case can be different. And then the safety critical, again, it will be depend on the use case and based on the data. And human skills based on that, since decision making is continuously going on, so human skills may be deterioration, and how much edge case actually we are going to cover. In the final conclusion, I would say that, okay, minimalist human oversight, it addresses a significant leap in the managing the complex multi-agent system when we have especially balancing the power of the autonomy with the assurance of the human judgment. So and with this, the key my takeaways, I would definitely say that, okay, layered oversight architecture, intelligent intervention, and optimized human AI collaboration. And that's all for today. I would like to have a few questions if there is any.
It's Jay. Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. Please go ahead.
Tell me how your work relate to concept like human in the loop or human on the loop system.
Okay. So see, so this is somewhere that it exists in between. In the system, when we develop a production level system, right, we have a thousands level of system. So human in the loop, when human in the loop are there, that's where we are saying that if all the systems are going in the human in the loop, then it will be really, really difficult to address all the kind of concerns or whatever is coming. And in between, if we can add a layer with the formula, that's where we will scale our system, and we will be addressing those kind of based on our threshold and the mechanism we are creating. So it exists kind of in between those layers, and then we will be passing that to the human in the loop. Did I answer your question?
Yeah. Tell me how your work related to safety engineering.
Okay, so safety engineering, this actually addresses the concerns, right? This work, we are very focused on how it will be, how this framework will extend or enhance the kind of uh, uh, performance, as well as it addresses the safety. So there is a safety formula also in the risk factor. If we go we are addressing those through our formulas, that, okay, when and what time of the risk, when we will be addressing the risk at actually it going to evaluate if there is a risk or not. And in those risks, we have given 7 to 8 formulas that will actually handles, and it will we have given a pseudocode as well. So there are the two options. If there is anything lacking, then it will trigger the human in the loop at exactly at the instantly. And if there are no such issues, it will continue to measure all the taxonomies.
The last question is that how you reduce cognitive overload when a human supervises many agents?
Yeah, this is a really good question. So how we can maintain, how we can reduce the cognitive overload? So if we see this see this flow, right? This is actually where we are trying to say that, okay, this is where in how we will be reducing the cognitive load. So whenever any agent X starts the action, right, the layer will be going through this process, and this process already we have the formulas that will be going through. So the cognitive load and the threshold which will be defining based on the factor, like let's say if I am a finance, so I might have the different the factor of the threshold factor. If I am in developing a data center, and that's where can have the different threshold factor. So the cognitive load we are reducing based on this workflow actually.
Have you heard about XAI?
Yes, human
Explainable
computer.
AI, no? How this technique enhance minimal oversight?
Okay. So what happens that HCI or with this minimal human oversight when we are looking for, right? So this formulas when we are calculating, this will provide us, this will give us the confidence that, okay, now we are ready to, we need actually the human intervention or we do not need the human intervention. So that's where this framework comes in between, and it builds the kind of confidence. And in our system, we can create a dashboard, we can create a matrix that if there is anything goes wrong, team can look into that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much for all the questions.
Joy Thakur, I have one question because I have one confusion about your research. So I'm basically asking if you don't mind. So what actually the impact of this research? I mean, your research in the industry or social impact or something like that.
Okay.
Can you please describe me in short time?
Yeah, this is one of the good questions for the production use case. So when I say here, let's say this problem statement, right? So what happens that in this problem statement, I have thousands of agents, right? And if I'm multiplying each with the human intervention, that will be my order of n time, right? It is not optimized. But if I am reducing that with a layer, it will be kind of order of one, the constant time it will require. So the process of finalizing or getting the report or the result will be much faster. So the social, it will build a trust. It will build a confidence between the developer team and the user who are going to use that. Okay, the something the information has already been distilled. The information is already coming with a decision, make a decision based on some of the really good metrics.
Okay, so is it useful for the industry? Do you think this research will help for the industry?
Yes, it will help a lot. Okay,
Okay.
it almost kind of production agent system, so I can definitely vouch for this, that we should definitely implement this as soon as possible.
Okay, so do you have any future plan for this, extend this research?
Yeah, I'm thinking to, so this is just a vision I have presented. I have given the code also. I'm also thinking to, in future, if the time permits, maybe create a kind of GitHub and present the research based on actual data and taking the 3 or the 4, the industry sectors, especially the finance and kind of transportation and some of the important areas. Yeah.
Okay, got it. So you have a commercial planning for this production, right?
Maybe open source, not the commercial. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much for your presentations.
No worries. Are there any more questions?
No question.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
So for our next presenter, I would like to invite Mr. Sasipong Kisason for his paper on statistical computing for variance zero inflated two parameter Rayleigh distribution.
Yeah, I did it. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Sorry. Sorry, sir. Okay. Good morning, everyone. My name is Satipong Kisason. I am the PhD student of Department of Applied Statistics, Faculty of Applied Science at King Mongkut University of Technology, North Bangkok. Today, I will tell you about my research. Its topic is statistical computing for variance zero effect to parameter Rayleigh distribution. There are 6 parts in this presentation as follows. First, introduction. Second, methodology. Next, simulation, application, conclusion, and finally, reference. I will talk 10 minutes. If you have any question about my study, please ask me after presentation. Okay, let's begin. Zero effect Rayleigh distribution first introduced in 2023 by mid-concept between zero effect model and Rayleigh distribution. Rayleigh distribution is continuous function and suitable for large-scale data. Rayleigh distribution widely applied across various fields, including reliability engineering, quality control, and medical research. Numerous studies have demonstrated its practical utility in analyzing real-world data. For example, in 2023, SEAL examined the stained carbon fiber using a Rayleigh distribution. In 2015, Aragon employed to evaluate wind energy potential and turbine cost in Turkey. In 2021, Amonchi analyzed COVID mortality rate in Italy, Mexico, and Netherlands. In 2022, Kilai proposed analyze COVID-19 death rate in Italy and Canada. In 2023, Kilani used power Rayleigh distribution to analyze COVID death rate in Egypt. Confidence interval for single variant. Variant is used to measure the dispersion of data or the deviation of individual data points from the mean. Many research construct confidence interval about variant. In 2020, Manirat construct confidence interval for delta log normal using generalized confidence interval, fictitious generalized confidence interval, method of variance, and Bayesian method. In 2022, Aravipon proposed construct normal distribution using Bayesian and Wow method. In 2022, Packard construct confidence interval for Berman standard using generalized confidence interval, fictitious, and Bayesian method. In this research, the aim proposed we construct confidence interval for the single variant of zero effect to parameter Rayleigh distribution using the percentile bootstrap confidence interval, the bootstrap confidence interval with standard error, generalized confidence interval, and standard confidence interval. In application section, we construct confidence interval for variant of COVID-19 mortality rate in Malaysia during September 2021 was analyzed. Two-parameter Rayleigh distribution first introduced in the book by John and Balakrishnan in 1994, and next in 2010, study statistical inference relate to this distribution, and equation 2.1 it is the probability density function of distribution. This figure 1 to show density of X form two-parameter Rayleigh distribution. You can see if scale parameter change, you can see scale of picture change, and location you can see it moved from the left or right. If increase Zero effect two parameter Rayleigh distribution. It make concept zero effect and two parameter Rayleigh distribution, and you can set mu is location parameter, lambda is scale parameter, and delta is probability of zero value, and show probability distribution in 2.2, and you can estimate variance of x equal to equation 2.3. The maximum likelihood for two parameter Rayleigh distribution does not have closed form solution. It use numerical method in application it. Bootstrap method. Bootstrap method first introduced by Efron and Tipchilani. Bootstrap is resampling technique to estimate parameter accurately. In this research, we propose two methods for Bootstrap method. The percentile bootstrap confidence interval and the bootstrap confidence interval with standard error. Percentile bootstrap based on the percentile of distribution of bootstrap replication after resampling, and you can estimation confidence interval for the single variant by using equation 2.6. The step for construct the percentile bootstrap interval are shown in algorithm 1. Next, the bootstrap confidence interval with standard error. It based on standard error from the bootstrap resampling. To see standard error from the sampling technique, we can compute this equation and estimate confidence interval the single variant using equation 2.7. The step for constructing the bootstrap standard error are shown in algorithm 2. Next, generalized confidence interval. Generalized confidence interval first introduced by Villahanti, and definition of this is pivotal quality use free unknown parameter and does not depend on Nielsen parameter. In 2020, Krishnamurthy proposed pivotal quantity of pivotal two parameter Rayleigh distribution. It set parameter B and A. A is location parameter and B is this lambda. You can see pivotal of A and B in equation 2.8 and 2.9. And pivotal quantity for parameter is equation to 2.10 and 2.11. And it not have a property of zero or delta or parameter delta. In 2014, who has said construct the pivotal quantity based on VST to construct interval with its equation 2.12. And we consider pivotal quantity of zero effect two parameter Rayleigh distribution is equation 2.13 and construct computable by using equation 2.14. The steps for construct the generalized confidence interval are shown in algorithm T. You can estimate simulate new sample by using A equal to 0 and B equal to 1. For standard confidence interval based on maximum likelihood is a fundamental technique for estimate parameter. We integrate confidence interval for the parameter in this distribution. For confidence for parameter proposed in they proposed confidence interval for two parameter distribution. It used MLE method to construct it. Equation 2 point it show in 2.15, 2.16, and 2.17. For last sample technique, you construct the confidence interval for single variant to construct in equation 2.18. In this research, we interest many situations. We generate data from zero effect Rayleigh distribution with scale parameter equal to 0.2, 0.5, and 1. And next regression parameter, we iterate in parameter mu equal to 1 and 2. And probability of 0 delta equal to 0.1 and 0.3. We set sample size equal to n equal to 20, 50, 70, and 100. We use 1000 repetition for Monte Carlo simulation, the bootstrap method for each situation, 1000 resampling technique, and use 2500 to use pivotal quality. We set confidence level of it is 0.95, and the best method for constant confidence interval we chosen by correlate probability value is not lower than the confidence level and shortest length. The
I'm
step
sorry
for
to interrupt, but this is just to remind you regarding the time. We would like you to finish your presentation within the next 2 minutes.
yeah again okay next okay I next okay the step for construct the evaluate correlate probability and expected value of the confidence interval for the single variant of zero effect Rayleigh distribution according to algorithm 5. The following results are presented in figure 2 to 13, which display correlate probability and expected length. The correlate probability shown in left hand and expected length shown on the right. Compile the four method using percentile bootstrap. VS is bootstrap with standard error. GCI is generalized confidence interval, and STD is standard error standard method. From figure 2, we can see bootstrap method given correlate probability below, even though interval is shorter, and standard method when sample size get larger, the correlate probability go above 0.95, but expected length is very high. In this research, we recommend the generalized confidence interval because it less than it nearby confidence level and more than some sample size. Across next situation, we see the same pattern even though the parameter change. The overall conclusion stay the same. If the sample size get larger, with standard confidence interval will more than confidence level, but expected length very high. And TCI method is recommend same figure 2. This bootstrap method not 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 is less than confidence level. It's same pattern for figure 4 to 13. In application, this research application to mortality rate data for COVID-19. Mortality rate data used in indicator of disease severity, identification of high-risk group, assessment of healthcare quality, support policy decision, and monitoring and comparison. Mortality rate data to use in this research use mortality rate for the COVID-19 in Malaysia during September in 2021, collected by World Health Organization or WHO. You can see statistical summary by using maximum likelihood. Sample size is equal to 30, and you can estimate unknown parameter in this. We fit value, positive value for two parameter Rayleigh distribution. Table 1 to show data in this study. Sorry. In this table, table T, AAC value of mortality rate set COVID-19 in during. We use AIC to fit model. If minimum AIC, if two parameter is minimum, it describe this data is two parameter Rayleigh distribution. And table 4, I construct the confidence interval and calculate length for single variant of mortality rate for COVID-19 in Malaysia. So we consider method In conclusion, recursive method give correlate probability are greater than or sometimes close the nominal confidence level of 0.95. I am not recommend for bootstrap method because the correlate probability is under the nominal confidence level. General confidence interval at standard were not lower than the nominal confidence level of 0.95. Expected length of TCI be slightly little than the standard method. University simulation results show that distribution can produce robust confidence level from GCI method and equation in mortality rate data from COVID-19 in Malaysia. GCI method is recommended for constructing confidence interval for the single variant. This reference in this presentation. Okay. Yeah, that's all. Do you have any question?
Hello.
Yeah, yes.
Topic is good.
Thank you.
So my question is that how you estimate the zero inflation parameter and Rayleigh parameter simultaneously?
Yeah, Rayleigh parameter in GCI method equal to this. Sorry, I open this. A is equal to Rayleigh parameter like in this paper. Krishnamurthy proposed in we said A equal to mu and lambda is 1 over 2 b squared.
Any limitation of your project?
Yeah,
Any limitation?
again. It's same PDF, it's same property density function, but lambda is equal to this, and you can estimate in this.
Tell me could Bayesian method improve variance estimation for small samples?
Yeah, because in real world data not have big data for estimate some case. I study equal to 20, 50, 70, and 100.
Then any competition challenge when you use scaling to large data set?
Yeah. In this study, last data set for me, it hit 100 sample size.
Okay.
And in the future, if you add it's same, you can see general confidence not vary to sample size.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Any more question?
No.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for your attention.
I would now like to ask Ishwari V. Kadu ma'am for her paper on time-sensitive networking for industrial automation, a hands-on approach. You can start your presentation.
Sorry, I will.
Presentation is visible. Sir, presentation is visible.
Yes, it's
Not,
visible.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ishwari Kadu. My
I'm sorry.
research
Your
paper
PPT is
topic
not
is
visible.
I'm sorry. The presentation is not visible. Your screen is visible. It's in the folder.
then
You can stop sharing your screen and just open the presentation and share screen that.
Is visible, sir.
No. Double click on your presentation.
Huh?
Double click on the file.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Press F5. Press function F5. Press function F5.
Function.
F5.
F5.
No problem. Otherwise, yes.
Good morning, sir. My name is Ishwari Kadu. My today research paper topic is time-sensitive networking for industrial automation, a hand-on approach, under the guidance of Professor Sudhir Agarmore, sir. The presentation will cover an introduction, key features of TCN network architecture, application of TCN, challenges in TCN deployment, recent advantages, and for the future direction. Finally, conclusion. Introduction. The demand for reliable real-time communication has grown exponentially is the rapidly evolving current technology landscape, impacting industries such as the professional audio-video system, industrial automation, automotive, and aerospace. While they are offer scalable and economical solution, legacy internet network we are not designed to provide timely and reliable delivery for critical information because they were optimized for best effort data transfer. Then key features of TCN. Four key features of TCN: low latency and deterministic communication, time synchronization across the network, fault redundancy and fault tolerance, and last one, audio video bridge. Low latency and deterministic communication, which enable and fast responsive operation, providing low latency and predictable communication. Our internet network is a key goal of time-sensitive networking. Standard internet provide best effort services. Second, synchronization across the network. Uh, this minimizing communication and computing overhead as essential requirement for time-sensitive networking. Enable coordinated scheduling and communication of time-sensitive data stream between distance system is correct time synchronization. Redundancy and fault tolerance, both maintaining system of both maintaining system operation during component failure, key element of time sensitive networking that ensure very high dependability and seamless operation even in the presence of the network failure, and redundancy and fault tolerance. Audio video bridge is referred to a set of IEEE standard that enable real-time
Continue.
Then TCN network architecture. The time-sensitive networking architecture extends transitional internet paradigm to provide low latency, predictable, and fault tolerance communication. There are two core components of TCN network architecture. First one, final device, and second, TCN switches. Final device, time sensitive and best effort traffic is generated or consumed by end device in TCN network. TCN switches the impose reliability, timeless, and priority requirement when transmitting traffic with additional TCN capability. They are enhanced internet switch implementation. To build standard in TCN network architecture, enhancing switches and end device. Then application of TCN, automotive, second industrial automation and professional audio video system, automotive, autonomous driving communication, conventional mechanical design are making way for software-defined sensor-based and network-hungry architecture as the automotive industry is witnessing in resolve in the term of technology. Industrial automation, real-time communication between sensor, actuator, controller, and cloud platform is crucial as factorial involved into a cyber physics system. Third one is professional audio video system, live performance broadcast studio, performance venue and control room are some professional audio video environment that require high quality media transfer with lossless transmission, low latency and strength. Then challenges in TCN deployment, synchronization, accuracy, and drift, and second is scalability issue. Synchronization, accuracy, and drift obtain and maintaining precise time synchronization across all network device is an essential requirement for time-sensitive networks. Scalability issues, scalability network design are becoming increasingly crucial and time-sensitive networking grain transaction in the wide range of industry, including professional media and aerospace industry, automation, and automobiles. Two biggest challenges are maintaining perfect synchronization across all the devices and ensuring TCN scale efficiency as network grow. Recent advantages and future direction. TSN, our wireless Wi-Fi, TSN and 5G integrated to meet the increasing demand for mobility and flexibility in real-time use. Time-sensitive networking, originally designed for wired internet, is now being applied to wireless technology such as Wi-Fi and 5G. Green networking with TCN, energy efficiency without compromising deterministic performance is the objective of green TCN. And TCN in edge computing and cloud environment. The integrated of TCN with edge and cloud computing is becoming a research focus as cloud native architecture and adopted by industrial and control system. Time-sensitive application can be executed closer to the data source by edge gateway with TCN capability. Future research is publishing time-sensitive networking, green networking, and cloud environment, making more powerful adaptation. Last one is conclusion. A groundbreaking expansion of traditional internet time-sensitive networking provide determining communication capabilities such as synchronization timing, limited jitter, low latency, and traffic priority to environment where real-time delivery of the data is critical. Today, TSN is a cross-technology in wide variety of applications, including professional audio-video network, automotive, industrial, automation, and aerospace. Thank you.
Hello.
हाँ
Hello.
हाँ सर.
Tell me, define neural tracking in your context. What neural signals are tracked? Question is clear?
No, sir.
You are telling about me the neural tracking, na? Then you tell me what neural signals are tracked.
Sorry, sir.
Second question is that what is signal processing is handled in your work? कैसे होता है? You are telling me na, you need low latency. Low latency. Why? You need low
Low
latency, na?
latency which
Yeah. Yeah.
which
Tell me.
enable and fast responsive.
The last question is that tell me signal quality may affect performance or not? Signal quality affect performance or not?
Affected.
Okay. I think he is not prepared, you know. Well. Okay. Thank you.
I would now like to announce Thanapon Patana Viraj for her paper on travel without touch, motivation factors, drivers of virtual tourism in post-pandemic time.
Thank you so much. Can you hear me right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much. Let me share the screen first. My skin is visible or not?
It is visible, ma'am.
You can see it, right? So can I start now?
Yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
start.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
thank you so much. Right. Good morning, everyone. Today, I would like to present in the conference ISBM Bangkok 2025 in Thailand. My title, oh, sorry. My title is the travel without touch motivation factor driver of virtual tourism in the post-pandemic time. Not only me, but my course is Professor Masud, Dr. Princey, Dr. Morsi, and Jiropong, and Rinudi from Thailand and another university in Taiwan also. For this research, we focus in the virtual tourism or virtual tour, the coping episode, the trade episode, the consumer behavior, the post-pandemic tourism. I mean, after COVID-19, what's happened with the tourism, and the protection motivation theory. I apply this theory in this research. For the introduction, the tourism and as one technology, how it's related and why we have to adapt the as one technology in tourism right now. Importantly, as we know, the tourism industry is one of the world's largest economic sector and a major contributor. And for Thailand also, this is affect a lot of Thailand GDP and generate generating employment and supporting related industry. And another business also that relate with the tourism, like the export or importing. But because of the COVID-19 in 2019, that every tourism around the world has to stop, and every flight, everything has to stop, and we have to keep the distance, keep distance between person in person. The solution for this tourism, they adapt the advanced technology as part of these shifts, like the tourism has the increasingly integrated advanced technology known as smart tourism. You can see that we use a lot of technology right now, not only for this after COVID-19, but before also, especially because of the COVID-19 that we increasingly use the advanced technology and to enhance the efficiency and the user experience. The literature review in this part, they talk about the virtual tour. The COVID-19 pandemic accelerated the adoption of such technology across industry, and tourism and hospitality were through like virtual reality, the robotic system, digital identity, and virtual tour have to become increasingly common. And for the customer behavior in tourism adoption, to understand the tourist behavior, we can know the insights from field like the marketing, the strategy, how to explain this, and where the consumer behavior is defined as the interaction of emotion. To know the person, the cognitive person, the social influence, and shaping the decision. This is from 2023. This for the research gap, the adoption still hinges on individual motivation and behavior, which remains still underexplored. And little research addresses its role, increases management or long-term marketing strategy. I mean, in Thailand, we adapt this, but it's still not all organization like the tourism is not much like other country. Not if you can see the example right now in the France, that they use a lot of 360-degree, like a virtual tour that you don't need to go there, and you can pay and you can see everything inside the museum. So objective for this to explore the psychological factor influencing virtual tour adoption. In the methodology, in this research, we apply the protection motivation theory, PMT, because it's well suited to explain how individuals assess potential threats, environmental concerns, health risks from the physical travel, and evaluate the coping strategies such as using the virtual tour as the protective behavior response. This research collect the data from the 122 Indian respondents, and a structured questionnaire with a 5-point Likert scale was used, ranking from 1, it is strongly disagree, to 5, strongly agree. You can see that I use the Google form that is easiest way to provide the questionnaire to other people, and the data analysis. This study employed the POSSEM. This is the result. From the hypothesis testing 1 and hypothesis testing 2, we get the hypothesis like a coping episode that influence the intention to adapt the virtual to virtual or virtual reality or not. And for the hypothesis 2, for 3 episode, we have the same hypothesis that it's influence and of adoption in the virtual tour or not, and the result is positive and supported also. The standard right part coefficient and their corresponding significant reveal are present in the table. As you see, the result demonstrate empirical support for 2 hypotheses. Treat be better of 0.271, that it means P is value more than 0.010, and coping episode like B beta it's 0.488, that more than P more than 0.00. It means significantly influenced. This is the research from the POSSCM that we use. You can see the result that everything is in supported. So for the conclusion, the key insight, the traveler adopt the virtual tour due to the safety concern. The most factor that they concern is the perceived travel, perceived health leak, and the second is the perceived travel leak, sorry. And adoption is also driven by enjoyment, affordability, and environmental responsibility. Virtual tour can be the positioned as a virtual ready offering in the post-pandemic market. And if for this research, you can use this in the future. If we, in organization in Thailand, if they want to apply the virtual tour or virtual reality in the future, that they will know that what they have to concern about before they apply, before they set a system like the virtual reality. That most of the people like Indian, we use this because this is the top three traveler in Thailand right now. The number three is Indian. The first one is I'm not sure, maybe China or Russian. And the second one is Malaysia. And yeah, they can adapt this in the future also. And for the limitation, however, we still in the research, we still have the limitation. The study did not account for the demographic or cultural variation. To correct the data, I'm not concerned about more another cultural or religious that maybe they cannot go to another place. And what else about the expanding beyond the virtual tour to study hybrid tourism model, like blending physical and virtual experience. Moreover, for the data, they can use another methodology like the machine learning to find the different results. And thank you. If you have any question, please go ahead.
Nice presentation, huh? So my question is that how this topic contribute to sustainable tourism?
Sustainable. Okay. In my opinion, for this sustainable is mean we can use this for, in my opinion, it's like we can use this for a long time, right? For I mean, it's we use for again and again. So it mean if in this case, if we use the technology, we don't need to use the another resource, or we don't need to waste any resource in the nature. So it's really good for, especially in Thailand, that we have a lot of place like the temple or the natural environment that we can keep it, we can perceive it for in the future.
And my next question is that how you
Yes.
define and differentiate between drivers versus barrier of virtual tourism?
Sorry, what the question? Can you explain more about your
How
question?
you define and differentiate between drivers versus barrier of virtual tourism?
Virtual define the virtual tourism.
Yeah,
Dif,
you have to differentiate between them.
the different
Driver versus barrier. You have to differentiate between.
Oh, you mean the driver barrier, right?
Yeah.
Driver barrier of the virtual tourism. You mean another, right? Another barrier.
Yeah.
Another barrier. Another barrier, in my opinion, is the different. Right now, I use the perceived health risks, perceived travel risk, but previous that I consult with my team that we can use the another barrier like the disaster. For example, right now in Japan also, or another country also, that they have a lot of disaster like flooding or tsunami, that maybe most of the people, this is the barrier that maybe they don't want to come to Thailand, and this is the one of the factor that is they not adapted the virtual tourism I hope this is
I
answer
think,
the question.
can you, did you consider any technology anxiety?
Technology,
Technology anxiety.
anxiety.
Anxiety, or we consider digital divide issues.
You mean another, sorry, you mean another technology, right? That, yes, previous, the technology issue, something like if we use the virtual tool a lot, it's really good for the person that they cannot go anywhere, or maybe they're in the hospital, or they have the health issue. So if they use a virtual reality for a long time, it's not good for their health also. But even they really enjoy about that. But however, it's not good for health. They have to sit for a long time, even they have to focus on one thing. So it's for my suggestions. It's like it's really good to use this virtual tourism, but however, we have to have the limited time to use it.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much.
I have one questions.
Yes.
Anwar. So my questions is, your topic is very nice and very excellent and very crazy and catchy. Virtual tourism is going day by day in different countries like France, Germany, or something like these countries, and Japan also, and your country maybe also. So my questions is related to Mr. Sharma, that is this sustainable for the long time, or is it feasible basically in terms of customer behavior or guest behavior? Do you get my point or understand the questions?
Can you explain again? I'm not get it.
I'm asking basically, is this actually feasible for the real-time world? The
Oh,
virtual tourism, as you explain in your research.
this is the real time. Actually, this title is from my friends in India, that he is really concerned about if he want to go to any place right now, and some of his family or his friends, they don't want to go, and they say that why in Thailand we don't have any like the advanced technology or anything that we for the Indian person, but however it's from the small group of people that they don't want to come. So I think it's really right.
Okay, okay, I got it. But think about the economy. If everybody is toured virtually, then what about the tourism industry of the country? There's a big impact here.
Yeah, I know that what you mean. We talk about this also, that if we use a lot of, it doesn't mean that every business like related with the virtual tool will increasingly, right? Even we
Right.
use we it's still we need to apply this. So however, if this happen in the future, is real happen in the future, I think every business have to apply that. How can we got effect, but how can we find a solution to solve it and be increasing the economic more than this?
Yeah, so I think it's better to not promote this one, in my point of view.
You're right. But however, if it in the future is something like the COVID-19 pandemic is happening again, this is the one way
That's
that
true.
we can.
I'm absolutely agree with you on that point, but it's not actually the feasible. And because if you see, if I touch something, I cannot do it in virtual reality, right?
You're right.
For example, I want to go Pattaya and the beach, want to see the beach. The real feelings is not like that, you know?
You said like my
Okay.
friends. One of my friends in university said like that. I want to touch the real thing. I don't want to touch the virtual things. I said, okay, this is maybe it's from the I mean the personal that they can come. Maybe it's or the older person or the person that they have the health issue or they concerned about the health, about the risks.
Okay, thank you. Thank
Yes,
you.
thank
you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you.
Good morning, all. Very good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yes, sir. My
Good
name
morning,
is Dr.
sir.
Shankarlingam, and on behalf of Hariprasad Roy, I'm presenting an overview of India's policy measures from gender perspective during
Sir?
and after the
Sir,
COVID-19. What are the pros and cons
Sir,
of?
excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, we will announce your name first we are going with the queue, so we'll announce the name.
Actually, by 10:30, we are conducting some kind of cultural activities in the India. So,
But sir, we are already in the queue, so we can't break the queue, right?
sir, actually, authors are
People
coming
are
in
wait,
between us, sir. Um,
Sir, people are waiting since the session has started. We have already announced your name.
what is
So
my
we
what is my rule number and till what time I have to wait, sir?
just one more presentation, sir.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
I would now like to ask Ms. Anju Kamal to present her paper on what drives earnings in digital label markets, college degrees or five-star ratings. Thank you.
Good morning and thank you very much. Is my screen visible?
Yes, yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much. So my name is Anju Kamal, and the topic of my presentation today at the conference is what drives earnings in digital labor platform. Is it college degrees or five-star ratings? And the study is being co-authored by Dr. Rajiv Prasad, who is my doctoral supervisor. And coming to the agenda of the presentation, I'll be taking you through the context of the study, the theoretical framework, the methodology, analysis, findings, and then implications. So the context of the study is gig economy, and gig economy is a market that emerges when labor is supplied through platform. And according to International Labour Organization 2024, gig workers are expected to form 6.7% of the non-agricultural workforce or 4.1% of the total livelihood in India by 2930. And according to a Niti Aayog report of India in 2022, it says that in 2020, there were around 7.7 million gig workers in India, and the number of workers is expected to expand to around 23.5 million by 2930. And specifically, we are in the study, we are focusing on digital labor platform, which is concerning with the remote delivery of electronically transmittable services. This is different from the location-based platforms like Ola, Uber, Swiggy, and Zomato, wherein you require a physical person to do the service or the job. So how is a digital labor platform differing from a normal conventional organization? We'll see that there are three actors in this kind of work. First is the clients. The client acts as the recruitment manager or a talent acquisition specialist of a normal organization. And it is a client who posts the job with clear parameters. Client finds the right match according to the specifications of the job, conduct interviews, and compensate for both freelancers and the platform. And the workers ensure marketability of their profiles, search for right job, negotiate the offer with the client, and bid for the job based on the time zone of the client. And the platform, which is a third actor, it uses the algorithms to recommend the best project freelancer match, reduces uncertainty for the clients by displaying the skill levels and success scores and client feedback of the freelancer, and also handles the invoices and billing for the project. Now, in such a kind of work, workers are prone to receive horrible ratings and feedback compared to any other sectors of work in the economy, and the entire threat and accountability of the work gets shifted to the worker. And there is no social protection for the workers, and there are no personal informal interactions like in a normal organization we have with our colleagues or peers. And technology-based feedback erases the regular feedbacks or reviews we get in a normal organization, and there is no continuous flow of work and no rights like paternity, maternity leaves and all, gratuity and all, which is subject to a specific period of time. And coming to the platform, in platform, there are no leaders like we have in a normal organization who gives us directions for actions, and there is no established patterns of accountability. And the platform also does not follow any procedures or licensing and regulation like a similar employment agencies do. So this is how a digital platform differs from a normal conventional organization. Now, coming to the normal, if you are applying for a job in a normal organization, the traditional way, the human resource manager or the recruitment manager would be looking for the educational degrees and our work experience. And based on that, we are getting selected for the job. But in a digital platform, the same client, which is who is considered as the recruitment manager, he or she looks for the algorithmic ratings and the client feedbacks of the freelancer based upon the earlier projects that the freelancer has completed. So that there is a drastic change in the way the performance of the freelancer is being evaluated in both cases. Coming to the theoretical framework, the signaling theory is the backdrop of this study, and signaling theory looks at how employees convey their unexplainable attributes to prospective employers. So in conventional labor markets, our education functions as a reliable indicator due to its associate cost and its association with favorable employee characteristics like intellect, diligence, and specialized expertise. In digital labor markets, the platform-specific reputation systems might function as alternative indicators which signalize the expertise of the worker. So traditional organizations, the signals are educational degrees, work experience, and professional certifications, which are static and costly to obtain. Compared to that, the platform signals could be client ratings and reviews, project completion rates, and platform badges, which is dynamic and performance-based. We arrive at the hypothesis that platform-specific reputation indicators will have stronger association with the hourly earnings rather than formal educational credentials in digital labor markets. Now, coming to the research methodology, we studied one of the largest digital labor platform, and our sample size was 146 freelancers who did variety of jobs like software development, graphic design, writing, marketing, and administration. We limited our study to freelancers who have completed at least one project in the platform, and the hourly earnings were reported by the freelancers in their profiles. Now, the variables of the study, dependent variable is the hourly earnings, and the independent variables were the platform ratings. There are two kinds of platform ratings. One is top rated and top rated plus. So top rated is given to early freelance workers who are just registered in the platform and completed one or two projects, and top rated plus is given to more experienced freelancers as they grow in the platform with the completion of more and more projects. And education levels, we considered high school, bachelor's, master's, and PhD, and use simple linear regression model for analysis. Now, coming to the sample demographics, the number of people who were having top rated rating were around 35.6 freelancers, and top rated plus were 64.4%, and bachelors, there were around 68.6% people with the bachelor's degree, 29.1% masters, 6.8 PhDs, and 2.7 workers with high school. Now, coming to the descriptive statistics, the hourly earnings by rating category, if we can see, the top rated freelancers who were earning around 89.9 and dollars per hour, and top rated plus freelancers were earning around for $145 per hour. That means there was an earning difference of 55.21 per hour. That is a 61% increase if you are just top rated plus rather than top rated. And coming to the education, there wasn't much variation in the earnings, whether you are a bachelor's, master's, or a PhD. It was all around 125, 127, 123, and 128. Only there was much difference, which were only having a high school degree, that was pretty low. Coming to the regression analysis, so we considered two models. First model, the hourly rate earnings were dependent upon the ratings, and the top rated was serving as a reference category there. In the model 2, the hourly earnings were dependent upon the education, and here high school was taken as the reference category. And coming to the findings, we found that the model 1 explains about 25% of hourly earnings variance, which is indicating a moderately strong relationship. And we had a significance level of 0.001, and the result was highly significant. And coming to model 2, it explained only 1.3% of hourly earnings, and it was demonstrating low explanatory power, and the significance was only 0.597, which was not pretty significant for the model. So now coming to the implications for key stakeholders, this means that the freelancers should focus on the platform reputation, and they should learn how to optimize their rating strategy, because their earnings are directly dependent on the rating strategy. And they should also prioritize client satisfaction, because clients are the one who give them feedback and the rating. And what this means for HR managers is they should integrate platform metrics and rethink the credential weightings of the algorithms, and develop digital framework which should be given to the platform developers. And platform developers should ensure transparency, because the entire freelancer earnings is dependent upon the platform ratings. So if they know only how the algorithm really rates me, or how the algorithm functions, then only they can improve their performance. So there should be transparency in the algorithmic ratings, and platform developers should come up with measures supporting freelancers, and also make sure that the platform does not manipulate the ratings cannot be manipulated by the freelancers or the clients. And what it means for education institutions is we should adapt to digital curricula, teach platform strategies, and prepare our students for works in gig economy also. The limitations of the study, it was a cross-sectional design, and so it limits the causality, and the sample size was only 146, and whether we consider only a single platform, and the control variables was not considered into the study. And future research could focus at longitudinal career tracking of the freelancers in the platform, and also take cross-platform reputation studies, that is consider more than one platform, and also focus on more industry-specific analysis. And we could also consider interaction effect investigations. Now, conclusion is digital labor markets are fundamentally reshaping how we signal and evaluate the professional competence of job seekers. So consider to the static credentials like educational degrees and work experience. Now the platform ratings are more dynamic nature, have a more dynamic nature. Hence, ensuring fairness, accuracy, and transparency of platform-specific reputation system is crucial for economic justice. So auditing reputation algorithms, setting transparency rules, and safeguarding workers from unfair or discriminatory ratings could be some of the policy methods that could be adopted. Thank you so much.
I think nice presentation, right?
Thank you so much, sir. Any questions?
Question is that how you handle fake rating or missing data or outliers?
Okay. So here, missing data we did not consider that those freelancers who did not.
Okay.
So there were
Outlier.
outliers. Yeah, I don't.
Or fake rating. How you
Pardon?
handle fake rating? Fake rating.
A fake rating, sir, we cannot actually account for that, because we were taking only the self-reported measures. So if they were, so there are studies say that there are cases where freelancers can club with clients, and then give the clients money in order to give them more ratings, and give them a very good profile, make their profile look very nice. So those kind of things are there in the platform, but in this study that could come as a limitation, because we did never consider that. That could be a major limitation.
Can you find any surprising results compared to your hypothesis?
No, but we were expecting that for example, if you are doing a coding project, only if you have experience or expertise in coding, that is only if you have the knowledge for that, you'll be able to do it. So that we were expecting, but in this we did not find it, sir.
Any main limitation of your
main limitation would be like what you rightly pointed out, that the clients can actually lobby with the freelancers and help them increase their ratings. So that could be one of the key major limitations.
I think your data size is very slow.
It's very small. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
I will now like On the behalf of Hari Prasad Rai, I'm Dr. Shankar Lingam to present the paper. You're on mute, sir.
Hello. You start your presentation.
Sir, you are on mute.
Okay. Yeah, very good morning, dignitaries. My name is Dr. Shankar Lingam. My scholar Hari Prasad Rai, since he is traveling one place to other state. So on behalf of Hari Prasad Rai, I want to present on an overview of India's policy measures from gender perspectives during the after COVID-19 pandemic. Okay, na, sir. My name is Dr. Shankar Lingam, and uh, I'm a research supervisor from University of Mysore. I'm working in multiple universities. I'm closely associated with Amit for long, 8 to 8 years. Yes. Sir, since we know the COVID-19 pandemic has challenged the global health systems and medical sciences, since we everybody suffered because of COVID-19 pandemic, there are lots of pros and cons. Since you know very well about SARS-CoV-2, severe acute respiratory syndrome, coronavirus has been ranked as the second most affected country in the world. Since I cannot recall the first affected country, maybe China. China maybe. So second is India. Okay, no, sir. So India economy faced severe challenges due to COVID-19 lockdowns because of rising unemployment, lack of food, increased household duties, loss of assets, decreased savings, and a lot of since they have lost their family members, and most of the family members are emerged with widowhood. So there are we can discuss about gender significantly influenced risk perceptions and during the pandemic global issues. Okay, now so information this separate information by sex means the gender differences like gender related issues in COVID-19 pandemic. So women are disproportionately affected by economic slowdown because they are all the way they are depending on the family or the opposite gender differences. Female migrant workers faced job loss due to lack of income. Women were over represented in sectors heavily disrupted because they don't have that much of feasibility to travel one place to other place, leading to higher unemployment rates. 40% of workers, women, lost their job during the pandemic, totaling 17 million job all over the India. Okay, now, you know, the immune system plays a crucial role in the prevention from various microorganisms, including viruses. The came to ease to burden to taxpayers. So during those COVID-19, some banks, some government banks, they have extended their deadlines for income tax and GST payments. And some banks, they have decreased their home loan or personal loans because of proper salaries or loss of jobs. So financial interventions needed to be examined in equal opportunities for men and women. They have given equal opportunity for men and women. So gender sensitive economic social policies are essential to building inclusive societies. So we talks about detailed breakdown. Policy measures addressed in kind support cash transfers. Most of the impact on cash transfers, pensioners. So since all the way they cannot travel to the office to get the pensions or cash transfers due to lot of rules and regulations of a particular country. country to country regulations are very different. Okay, now, so these are the social security contributions, public works and healthcare. Shelters also because all the way they cannot travel from other state to the different state in the India. The transportation system is very not frequently available to travel one place to other place. So lot of shelters also they have breakdown hotlines. Police responses are also very less because of they cannot travel one place to other place. Justice systems continue to operate support service. Policies aimed at migrating the impacts of vulnerable populations. What are the vulnerable populations? That poor candidate populations are there in the women and children. Okay, no? So cash transfers under PM Kisan, there is a policy making decision done by the Prime Minister of India, that is Prime Minister Kisan, Prime Minister Jandan Yojana, and the various state schemes focused on the women, particularly those who are suffering with some kind of loans or some kind of lifting for women empowerment. The government of India, they have initiated Prime Minister Jantan Yojana, and there is a very empowered self-help groups. Self-help groups means they will work on the women rural areas. They will generate their own revenue from their products. They will generate their own revenue from their activities. Since they are the artisans, they will develop their own products. So that is the crucial role for supporting female headed households. Program is like MG Narega. MG Narega means that is the highest priority program in India. Mahatma Gandhi national rural employment some agency targeted women economy security. So there is a 100 days program is during in the summer. So during summer, they will support to the women empowerment. Okay, na? That is called and SHG. You know, your SHG means self-help groups. So that is a program initiated for the women. Established 1 lakh community kitchens across India. So some group of people they will collect the monthly revenue, monthly. 1 second. Yeah. So monthly savings from all over the activities, and some governments they have given some kind of provision free tax means there is no tax, and if you are taking any 50,000 rupees loans from the SHG group, so in a particular period you no need to pay for loan, no need to pay for interest on the particular amount. So after a couple of months at any cost you have to refund the money to SSGO. So accordingly, they have to extend their availability to other groups. Okay, now, and SSG dismissed the COVID-19 information using committee.
I'm sorry, sir.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
sorry, sir, but I would like you to remind you the time limit.
Yeah, I don't know, sir. Please, really, I don't know the particular time to maintain this kind of presentations. Are really.
Yes, sir. We allocate 10 minutes to each presenter and 2 minutes for the question answer. So if you can quickly complete your presentation in 1 or 2 minutes, it will be great.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sure, sir. Sure, sir. Definitely, sir. So these are the actually this is generalized topic only, since my scholar he is from Karnataka and is chairman of 6 pharmacy colleges. He is the founder chairman. So since all the way he requested to choose the topic relates to global health, so he chosen global health. So I recommended a topic relates to COVID-19 pros and cons. So this is the generalized topic only, sir. We want to publish in repeated journal like you. So 1 second, sir. So this is the thing. So here we have discussed about gender differences. How women affected during COVID-19, and how they generated revenue for livelihoods. So we'll discuss about recommendations for gender inclusive strategic plans. Country preparedness. Preparedness means some kind of some happens after hazardness. So responses plans should integrate gender analysis. Based on the analysis, they have given some kind of crisis responses. Okay, sir. So 1 second, sir. I want to conclude this paper. So those chance of getting infected with SARS-CoV-2 varies with the age categories and gender. The females of lower age categories below 35 years have higher chances of getting infected than male counterparts as age increases 35 years. The infection rate for male increases. The chances of getting recovered decline with increasing age, and it's lower among males as compared to females. So there are lots of for women empowered because of their previous health conditions and other strength and limitations. So the present study provides preliminary estimations of the association of age and gender of with COVID-19, and which were rarely available. Evidences are correlated from the different kind of UNDP and some other policy discussions.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Sir, you can ask any questions, sir, related about this topic, pandemic policies.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Question is that why is gender lens important when we are evaluating policies during crises such as pandemic?
Sir, actually, since as part of the study, women empowerment, they don't have that much of caliber, immunity system very low than the male gender, sir. That is the reason they have lost a lot of I mean, not only health issues, some economic situations also. They cannot travel one place to other place. So basically, women. Uh, I cannot say the particular words actually. I cannot recall the word. Okay, the deaths across the gender is more than the males are actually.
Okay, okay. And another question is that why women's safety and domestic violence issues addressed during lockdown?
I have
How
not.
are the how were the women's safeties and domestic violence issues addressed during lockdown?
Uh, During lockdown, sir, the government has provided a lot of support securities to prevent the prevent some kind of what they say, sir. I have incorporated these things, sir. I have not
Okay,
thorough
okay,
with the
okay.
particular question, sir. I will
Last
incorporate
question.
this kind of things,
Okay, okay,
please.
okay, no issue.
Please.
Last question that how effective were the cash transfer scheme and food security measure for women?
Food security and as well as cashless transactions, sir.
Cash transfer scheme, yes.
So during pandemic, during
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, COVID-19, we completely depended on some kind of online transactions, like you know very well about e-banking system, na, sir.
Okay.
So e-banking system provided all the facilities to transaction between one person to other person, sir. And yes,
Okay, thank you, thank you. Thank you.
thank you.
I sincerely thank our authors for their excellent presentations and contribution in this session, and all our participants for being a part of this international conference. I hope this session was informative enough. We, on behalf of the whole team, thank you for your support during this fourth version and all the previous three versions of this conference. We will be happy to have you in the fifth version in 2026. All the presenters will be getting their digital certificates through emails within 2 working days. The publications will be live in 7 to 8 months. Kindly cooperate with the team of ISBM 2025. I would like to thank our session chair, Dr. Ajay Kumar Sharma, for his insightful guidance throughout the particular session. I would like to present him with a token of appreciation on behalf of Team ISBM 2025 and Global Knowledge Research Foundation and partners. Thank you, sir, for your valuable presence.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
At the same time, I would also like to thank our session chair, Dr. Prince Kelvin Owusu, for his presence during the session. It was a great pleasure to have you, sir. We present a token of appreciation on the behalf of our entire team. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes, Dr. Prince, sir. Is there something you want to share?
Thank you, dear authors and invited guests. I'll now just wrap up this meeting for session 4B, and I'll just quickly restart the meeting for session 5B. Thank you so much. Please stay
Thank you.
connected.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much for everyone.